quick recap from last video. That carrier for the high-low is busted. It's unattainable pretty much online or anywhere at John Deere. It's been obsolete for a long time. You can't get it, can't get the parts for that. So last week I drove to Columbus and a guy named John gave me a very great deal on this. This is a 2020 gas, and he had sold some parts off of it. There's still a good bit of parts here, but the engine was it had water in the oil, so he started working on it. Got to the point where it was just, I don't know if it was over his head or what, or he couldn't find somebody to pick the project back up for him, so he started selling parts. So got to the point where it was down to basically what you see here. I need this rear half. This rear end is not a high-low, so that is good. It's going to take the weak part out of this, which I'm happy about. But I am going to have to switch everything over, like the tires from that. Everything's going to have to be switched. He sold the 3-point off of this, which is okay because I have a 3-point. I have the 3-point set up on that tractor. Fenders from that tractor. The SCVs are gone. That's all going to have to be switched over. The steering, the whole steering assembly is gone from this, so I'll have to switch that over. But the main thing that I need is this, and it's here. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start by splitting this. I'm going to have to make some more engine stands. That's going to be the first thing. But this, my concern with this is a gas engine. That's a diesel. Obviously, the engines are different. I'm hoping that the crankshaft where it mounts the pressure plate, or not the flywheel. I'm hoping that the flywheel matches up to a gas engine crankshaft. If it doesn't, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. This tractor has the high-low, and the high-low has a different size input shaft than this does because it doesn't have the high-low. At least that's what I read online. So if the input shaft doesn't match up, then I might have some issues. So let me go ahead and get this split, and then we'll be back. And I'm going to have to hook that back up and then split it at the front. So I got a good bit of work before I get to show you whether this is going to be a viable thing or not. I got the tractor split apart, and it looks like it's the same clutch setup. So knowing I have the high-low out over there, I'm going to just slide it in and see if we have a match on splines and everything, because it looks about the same to the naked eye, but we will be able to figure this out by taking that stuff and putting it in. So let's see. And that fits great. So let's hope this outer shaft fits. And it does, it lines up. So these clutches are the same gas to diesel, so it doesn't matter whether the crankshaft matches up or not, because I'm going to take that, I'm going to use the other clutch pack because I put a brand new clutch in it. So I'm going to keep this though. We have the back half of the tractor disconnected. This is now flipped around facing the good half. And I believe everything's just going to match right up. This clutch looks to be the same as that clutch over there. So we're just going to bring this together. I did put the new throw-out bearing that I put in this one. I put it over here now because that one sounds like a box of rocks. So it's all lubed up, and we're ready to put this together. It's really just that simple. I'm really surprised that it went this easy. This steering shaft, I got that all in, and I made a new gasket and put it on here. So we should be good to go. I am going to change the O-rings on the two pipes that go into the housing there, because I put new ones on that one before I put it together. So I'm going to pull them out of there, put new ones on there, and I'll put it back together. I'll let you know. You'll see it running. There's videos on the disassembly and all of this in other videos on the first time I took that apart. So here we go. We'll see if it goes together and works. All right, this is back together. It's ready to start. The hydraulics should be together. The power steering's back on. The hardest part of this whole swap was getting this hydraulic line on to that fitting. So it should be ready to start. PTO is on. It's running. I do have a leak. Leak right there at the hydraulic fitting. Try to tighten that up. Steering seems to work. I'll power it. Shut her down. Tighten that fitting some more. Okay, everything went real well. It drives, it goes through all gears, went into all the gears, other than that one little oil leak. So put it back together, and maybe I'll take it for another ride. The brakes, I don't know, they like bleed off. So I might have to do some with those. These brakes were good. Maybe I'll just switch out the whole pack. I don't know. I'm gonna use it some more before I get into that.